on this computer. All right, so we went over the scapula thoracic joint. We understand that it is the scapula, which is concave, the rib cage, which is convex, and it has to move around it and glide properly. What's up, bud? Oh, no question. I thought you were raising your hand. And then we're going to go over the parts
No,
of
no
the scapula,
questions. All
which,
good.
okay. We got the acromion right here, which is your acromion process. This connects to your clavicle or your collarbone by way of ligaments, because ligaments are bone to bone, tendons are muscle to bone. Let's see, body of the scapula. Oh, let's see, which one? Coracoid process. So your coracoid process, this is where your coracobrachialis, the short head of the bicep, and the pectoralis minor connect. I believe. Make sure.
Another quick question while you're looking at that. On the coracoid process, that you said the short head of the bicep, is that medial to the long head, or is that lateral to the long head?
It would be more medial. So your
Medial.
short head is more
Okay.
medial. It's on the inside. Your long head is more lateral towards the outside. And it so this is your short head. This one is your long head.
Okay.
And it goes through that bicipital groove right here, which remind me, and we'll talk about anterior humeral glide and how that bicep tendon gets affected. But so these are the muscles. Pardon me?
That tendon attaches where at the long head?
Onto the scapula.
Okay.
Right here.
It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? It is crazy.
Yeah.
And it goes through that bicipital groove right here. There's a lot of crazy things going on. But that scapula, as it's a joint, we can see so many things are attached to it and how it kind of floats and how it can kind of get out of whack a little bit. And we got that coracoid process. We have pec minor. We have the short head of the bicep and the coracobrachialis. All three of those attach right here. Nope, wrong way. Let's go back to this guy. Parts. We got the body of the scapula, which is just all of that. We would consider that the body. The next part that we go through is the head, right here. And then the neck, very clever scientists. So we got the head, the neck, and the body. Really easy to remember. We then have the coracoid process and the acromioclavicular joint. So those are the main parts of your scapula. And you can kind of see
the anterior part. The purple one right now, that'll be the
This is the anterior part.
Okay.
So this would be the head of your humerus that's right here. And this would be your clavicle. And then your rib cage would go against this. And we can kind of see how it is concave.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's got that dip and it kind of floats around that rib cage. Right there. We have, like I said, the spine of the scapula that's going to be in. Let's go. Move over. I don't know. Surfaces. So, surfaces. We have the costal surface, right? We have the inferior angle of the scapula. We have the lateral angle. Oh my goodness. Is that kid okay? Is that going to be all right?
He's probably, I don't know. Something is happening right there.
Lateral angle of the scapula. All of that. So it's kind of like the head and the neck together. The lateral border of the scapula right here, because this is, if we think about it, this is the head of the humerus. This is the anterior surface. This would be lateral. So if that's lateral, this would be what?
Medial.
Yep, medial. So we have lateral,
Sorry,
we have medial. We have the posterior surface of the scapula right there. All of that. So that's where all your supraspinatus fossa, infraspinatus fossa, and your teres major, teres minor. You're going to have some latissimus dorsi down there. I think only 70% of people have a latissimus dorsi attachment right here. I could be wrong, but I think I read that somewhere. Scapular notch. So not everybody has, and as you progress, there's a lot of there's some muscles that some people have, and there's some muscles that other people don't have, and it's just it's really weird. But we're not there yet. So we got the scapular notch, which is pretty obvious. It's just a notch. We have the superior angle of the scapula because we obviously had an inferior angle. Inferior, superior. We have last one is the superior border, right? So we got the borders, we have the different angles, medial border, inferior. So those are the parts of the scapula. Nothing too crazy. I think that if you watch this a few times, you'll be like, oh, okay, I got it, right? It's not gonna be rocket science.
I got a quick question, Travis. The anterior portion, that body right there, is that the subscapular fossa?
That would be, so let's look at that. So we got the
where the
subscapularis.
subscapularis would be, yeah.
Okay. And then we go origin insertion. So your origin is going to be right here, and that is the subscapular fossa.
Okay.
So, but I think they're more talking about all of that area is the costal border, which it just means your rib cage area. And then right there is going to be your insertion.
Okay. Is that,
so yeah, that is
is that a lesser tubercle? What is that spot right there that it connects? Is it a tubercle? Those two spots on the humerus?
These are your lesser. This is your lesser, and this is your greater. Let's go over the humerus real quick because those are going to be. We'll start with. Let's start with parts of it. So we'll start with the neck right here, and then the body. So neck's going to be up here. Same thing, right? Scientists are really. I mean, when they did come up with anatomy, it was a long time ago, and they started naming stuff. It's there is way back in the day in the Greek times. So we have the neck, goes all the way around. We have the body, same thing, all the way around. Head, neck, body. Even that bicipital groove is in the body. The condyle of the humerus. So that's part of the distal humerus right here. That's where your radius and your ulna go, right in there. The greater tubercle, like Tyson was saying, is going to be right here. So we have the greater tubercle, and then we have the lesser tubercle right here, divided by that bicipital groove right here. This is where that long head of the bicep tendon goes. And then, what did I miss? What did I miss, my man? Head of the humerus. So I don't know why they listed them like that. They could have done head, neck, body, and then, yeah, condyle of the humerus. Questions on the humerus yet?
No.
Okay.
No, that one is, I think, is pretty easy.
It has a lot more landmarks. So those are just like the parts of it, the main bony parts of your humerus. The surfaces that we'll go over right here. So your anterior border of the humerus. So it's like the front, right?
Okay.
The anterolateral. So that's just mean like the front side of your humerus. And you're not going to need a lot of these when you are teaching. They're just good for you to like kind of refresh. Be like, these are the
To
parts
put
of the
in place.
humerus.
Right.
And so you're going to be like, so when you start to get to the origins and the insertions and the muscle actions, and you can kind of see the different bony landmarks, you'll be able to see how it all kind of pulls together. But understanding bones helps understanding muscles, right? I did it the wrong way where I started understanding muscles, and then it's like, what are all these bone things? And I'm like, oh no, I gotta relearn all this stuff. This is
You gotta
so
start
boring.
again.
Yeah, it was
I gotta start
terrible.
again.
I gotta start over.
Yeah.
So it's I'm starting with the bones, just kind of like build up, and we can. And if you have questions, throw them in the Discord, and I have time to record quick videos and submit
Okay.
them. So if you have
Great.
questions, put them in there, and I can record a quick video, 5, 10, 15 minutes or whatever, and then put it in there if we can't meet that week or if we can't find a time where we can all get together. But I think, like you guys said, like Sundays, since you're not running any giant races,
Yep.
Jorge, like we should be good.
Not anymore.
So-
Not right now. Until next year, probably.
Okay, well, we got time. We can hammer all winter on anatomy and get you guys better
Excellent.
than any college professor. So we got the
Hell
lateral
yeah.
border of the humerus. So that just means if we look at it, that's just the lateral side. Lateral epicondyle. Right here.
That's where all the osteoblasts going wrong, right? Epicondyle.
The osteoclasts and osteoblasts.
Yeah, that's in the middle part of the bones, right?
I think that's throughout the whole bone because osteoblasts are small damages to the bone, and then the osteoclasts are when they like rebuild. So I don't know if it's
Right.
like just like this area. It could be the whole area. That's a good question to go over.
Right.
I don't have my pen.
Because I saw a video or something. I was checking about the osteoblast, and it said like the whole video just showed basically the middle part and just going like, because that's the part where it actually bends. So because it bends, it needs to, you do the osteoclast or whatever to destroy it, and then osteoblast to reconstruct it or whatever. So that's why my question was like, because as adults we don't grow any we don't grow any taller or whatever. So I guess it's the middle part, which is the one that fluctuates and bends or whatever you want to call it. That's why my
I think,
question.
yeah, no, that's a good question. And I think it might be throughout like a lot, like most of the bone, right? I know what you're saying, where there's more probably damage throughout the middle part, where you have those osteoblasts, like when it moves slightly, when we're like creating force, more of it is going to be towards the middle than it is going to be towards the lateral part, right? But if we
Yeah,
only build
that
in the
makes sense.
middle, then these would probably stay weak as well. So I think that it is throughout the whole bone, but it's not maybe I think these are going to be a little bit more solid than all of this, right? Because if we deconstruct the bone, we have like bone marrow, and it's got a lot going on. It's not just like one
Right.
solid thing. And that's a whole nother thing that we could get into. I'm gonna write anatomy of a bone.
Sweet.
Which is a really good thing to go over, like the osteoclasts, osteoblasts. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for the M&Ms. Why did you do that? You brought me M&Ms. Peanut butter M&Ms.
Nice. There you go.
Sweet. She's trying to get rid of my abs that I posted a picture of yesterday. That's what's going on. I knew it. So we got the lateral supracondylar ridge. So right here. So ridge, medial border of the humerus right here. Medial epicondyle. Remember that one's going to be your lateral epicondyle. We have the medial supracondylar ridge. So it's just coming up from that medial part right there.
Okay.
Let's see what else. Posterior surface right there. The posterior surface of your humerus is right there. So those are your basic parts of the humerus. And I think I went, let's see, I'm gonna click on them and just stay here for a second so you can pause the video. I'm gonna go through all of them real quick
Okay.
and just so you can pause and like read this stuff if you'd like to.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then we can kind of look at these parts again. Pause that. Oh, today I was walking at the park and this lady had a freaking Valerie, what was that cat? A Bengal, like a freaking it had like leper spots on it and stuff. I was like, what in the hell? And she had it on like a leash. I was like, oh my
Really?
gosh, yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what is this? He's going on mute. All right. So that's going to be your humerus. And then we have, so those are the different surfaces. We went over the parts first, and these are like all
So
of the
what are the
landmarks.
attachments for the humerus? What are the muscles that attach to that humerus? Because I see a lot of insertions right there. What are the muscles that insert into that humerus?
So let's look
Can you
at
see
it.
that?
I'm just going to quiz you. What is this one right here?
So probably the medial deltoid.
Nope. The deltoid is
Nope.
gone. I stripped away the deltoid.
Oh, okay.
This
So
is,
that will be, let's see.
I'm going to give you a little bit more
Supraspinatus?
info. Yep,
Yeah.
supraspinatus. So what's this one?
Yeah. Infraspinatus?
Yep. What is this one?
That will be, well, deltoid, that will be subscapularis, probably.
Yep. And then what is this one?
And teres minor.
Teres minor.
Teres minor?
What is teres major?
Yeah.
The latissimus dorsi.
Teres major.
We have the deltoid is going to be connected to it right here, down here, and also your pectoralis major. And we can kind of see that.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
And then we have the tricep that's also attached to your humerus.
Okay.
We have the brachialis muscle. And we have a ton of other little muscles that are attached right here.
Yeah.
We have the brachiradialis muscle that's attached.
That's
We
like
have the tricep. And then we have all of these different forearm muscles right here. So it's a lot. I just went through and got all the actions for these. So those are all together. Yeah,
right.
there's a lot. It is
Usually relate to those as pronators and supinators, right? Usually, I mean,
there's pronators, there's supinators, there's extensors and flexors.
right.
So we got extensors right here,
Mhm.
and then there's that one extensor. That one's going to be the
Okay.
flexor.
Yeah.
Humerus longus, flexor, flexor. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones in there. We don't need to know those at this point. We'll get into those though.
Okay.
We'll have
Cool.
plenty of time this winter to check those out.
Yeah.
Landmarks. I'm gonna go through these real quick. I'm gonna pause so that you can read them later.
Okay.
Also, so that first one right there, that one. There we go. There's cornoid fossa, crest of the greater tubercle. So it's kind of like the crest, like building up to it.
Mhm.
Crest of your lesser tubercle, right here. Same thing. Deltoid tuberosity. That's going to be where your deltoids connect right there. Groove for your ulnar nerve, right there.
It's pretty far.
It's down there.
Okay.
That little guy.
Ulnar nerve.
And that is your intertubular succulus, or I should say bicipital groove on here somewhere. Yeah,
Mhm.
groove or bicipital groove. It's also called bicipital groove.
Bicipital groove.
That's easier for me to understand instead of
Yeah.
intertubular succulus. Like I'm good, dude.
Tubercular.
Bicipital groove. Bicipital groove.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sounds like tuberculosis or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I don't remember that
Tuberculosis
one.
groove. I got the
Exactly.
Ocranon, the radial fossa, radial groove, surgical neck of the humerus. Look it up. It's the weakest area in your humerus, in your.
That's the trochlea. Okay.
So those are the different parts. And we went over all of the different muscles that connect to your humerus, which are
Perfect.
a lot of the 17 muscles of the shoulder, right?
Right.
I think Tyson's trying to say something. Tyson, you there?
Yeah.
You're cutting out, bud, or freezing. Hello? I think you might have.
Yeah.
No? All right. Let's see. So we went over the humerus, the scapula, we went over the four joints. We got we can go over the rib cage. What time is it? Does Tyson gotta go? Is that what he's trying to tell us?
Probably.
What questions do you have so far, Jorge?
I mean, to start, I'm just trying to remember, for example, the four joints.
Mhm.
So we have the thoracic scapular, which is a floating, right? Try to
Mhm.
recap what you said. Then we have the clavicular, right, in the middle, or
The
wherever.
the sternoclavicular. So we want to say
Sternoclavicular.
so we say sternoclavicular because we have the clavicle and the sternum together.
There you
Okay.
go. Okay. Then we have the acromion. Is that correct? How you say it?
A-
Acromion?
Acromion clavicular.
Acromion. There you go. Acromion clavicular. And the other one is the processes, right? The acromion processes.
the the acromion clavicular and the glenohumeral.
Oh, glenohumerus. Yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
Gleno. Okay.
Because this is your glenoid fossa and your head of your humerus.
Okay.
And then, oh, you know what? I didn't go over the. This will be beneficial. So your acromion angle right there. I didn't go over these. We have the clavicular facet,
Okay.
glenoid fossa. That's where the head of your humerus is. That's where it sits.
Okay.
Infraglenoid tubercle. Right there. And these are the fossa that Tyson was talking about. So your
Right.
infraspinatus fossa right here.
Infraspinatus.
Your spine of the scapula right here. Your spinigloid. I can never say that word. Subscapular fossa.
Okay.
The supraglenoid tubercle. This is where
Okay.
what muscle did we talk about that attaches right here? Do you remember?
Supraspinatus as well?
Mm-mm.
No.
It comes up the humerus, across your glenoid, your
Oh yeah. Sorry.
humeral glenoid joint.
The the long head, right?
Yep, long head of the bicep right there.
The bicep. Yeah, that's right.
And your supraspinatus fossa right there.
Oh,
So
there
you can
it is.
see
Yeah.
kind of like
Okay.
supraspinatus, infraspinatus, subscapularis fossa. So
It
those
makes
are the
so much
different.
sense when you see it in 3D. It just,
Mhm.
I wish we
It
had
helps a
this
lot.
long time ago.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I
Right?
definitely wish I had it a long time ago. I would.
Damn. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, it's like you don't know anything once you start seeing in 3D and putting like places, where is it or whatever, because you usually just do what is palpable, right? Like what you can actually touch or whatever. But going like this is it's like a whole new different language.
It is. It is like a new language, and you have to like retrain your brain to understand it, right? It's
Exactly.
it's very crazy.
Exactly.
Um, Tyson asked, have you talked much in class about the
I love
brachialis
it.
and brachyradialis? Yes, I have talked in class about the brachialis. Brachialis is one of the strongest is the strongest flexor. Yes, is the strongest flexor of the elbow right here, just because the short
Is it
position, little
stronger?
short
Is not
squatty guy. I believe it is stronger than
because of the
the.
because of the insertions. Is that way
I
this is
believe so.
this okay?
Yeah, you can literally like tear your short head or your long head of your bicep, and you don't need to repair them because you still have this flexor right here. Like it's
Jesus.
still,
And that's
yeah,
seems like a small muscle too.
it's really small, but it does a lot of work.
Mm.
Actions testing surrounding.
Is there an exercise where you can reach to that one?
Yep. Yeah, I have it in my arm program that I'm putting out, Arm Inferno.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Nice.
uh, um, because well, what you want to do is you kind of want to. So the three actions of your bicep are going to be right supination. It's going to be elbow flexion and humeral flexion. So those are the three actions. So what we can do is we can do a pronated grip. It takes a lot of your bicep out of it, and then you can do reverse grip, or you can do like reverse grip curls, or you can do like eccentrically like Like you can do Zercher curls, right? Zercher curls? Yeah. Zotman. I don't know
Mhm,
why I said Zercher.
mhm,
So you're
mhm.
coming up and then turn and then come down because we're
And around,
stronger
yeah.
eccentrically than we are concentrically, and that'll help work your
Mhm.
brachialis muscle. So that is one way. Brachiradialis. Brachioradialis is right here. The big boy. You can see the actions right here. Going to be elbow flexion as well.
I think that's the one messed up right now.
Yours is messed up.
Really a lot of pain in that area.
Right here
Yeah.
in your elbow.
After the race, because a lot of braking. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, braking. So you probably need to do like some extension. Since you were just flexing all the
Right. Yeah.
time. You probably need to like open up,
Exactly.
do some wrist stretches,
Exactly.
some of that stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot. I feel a lot like, for example, if I want to carry like one of those fat bumpers, like 45s, that's when it hurts a lot. It's like, damn, it's like a pulsating pulse right there, like, ugh! So
Yep.
the smaller ones, no problem, but fat ones. So like a fat grip would be actually, I'm gonna get a fat grip to work on that as well.
Yeah. Working on your flexors, your extensors, all those.
Yeah.
Well, probably not your flexors because that's what you were doing with braking.
Yeah.
Questions so far?
No, I think I need to review the video again and just going through all the names and just write it down, put it in a in a piece of paper. Otherwise, kind of like you miss it. In a couple of
Yeah.
weeks,
No,
you will
that's
miss it.
yeah. You'll. I'll get
Practice,
that
practice.
Discord set up, and I will put this in there.
Cool. That's
And then I'll
awesome.
send you guys, if you want to start a Discord tonight, I will send you an invite for Discord. So
Yeah,
we can get that set up.
sounds great. Sounds great.
Heck yeah, dude.
Okay.
And then
Sounds good.
Sunday, throw in the WhatsApp a couple times that you guys are able to meet up. I have clients on Sunday, but the rest of the day
Uh-huh.
I'm usually free, so we can go over a bunch of stuff.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Travis,
All
for putting
right.
all this together.
No problem, dude. Let me get a picture for Chris.
Cool.
Say cheese. Cheese. Hi. Say hola. Hola. There we
Hola.
go. Nice.
Great.
All right, guys.
All right.
I'll put that in the Discord and I will send you guys invites. I will talk to y'all
Cool.
later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Talk to you later.